And hello everyone, welcome back to another stream, and hope that everyone is doing well. So we are here for the last round of the Manufacturers Cup, and I was just looking at my setup, and yeah, this time we actually have setups. So I was just trying to find something that could be useful for me, and looking at the database, I think I could be able to use, for example, what we had 991. Just a second. Yeah, basically what I wanted to say is that I could potentially use the setup that was used on other tracks. But I could say that I really don't know exactly what the best setup is going to be for this track. And just to explain everything here, we are at Deep Forest Raceway. So is it really going to matter much? I have no idea. 15 laps, we'll see how all of this is going to go. As you can see, the strategy is, I'm going to say that like not very simple, but at the same time, it's like a simplistic strategy. So it's mostly going to come down to tire saving, if you ask me. Fuel is not going to be a problem. So I wanted to create some kind of a safe setup so that the rear tires are not spinning much and the car is like under control at all times. But at the same time, for the qualifying, you need a bit of rotation to improve your qualifying position. So, which way to go? And this is something that, I was just trying to figure out. I guess you can change it. You can have a qualifying setup, then you can have the race setup. But before we go into that and details, I gotta say hi to Just a Man, Gene Note, hello there as well. Hardy is here, Jean, Demon. Hi there, Michael Mendes, Grovers as usual, Ed, Andy. Hopefully you're going to have fun as much as I am in this one. Night of the Night, Pilot is here, Vax Racing, Black Gordon, Valdek, and well, I see a lot of other names, and Justin, he was first. But all in all, hello everyone. So this is the setup that I tried, and I also tried to find. Let me show it to you. I took a screenshot. This is actually the setup that I used before. It was just on another track. But overall, the Porsche 911 is, I think it's hard to say if it's a really good option or if it's just a decent option. I don't know. I really don't know what to think about this. But I'll try to find something that's going to work for me. So I was even looking at Deep Forest, and the last time we had Deep Forest Raceway, this was my setup. So it was 6.8 2020 50-30. What 3 point? Yeah, I couldn't change those. 5.7 and 35. But I think for tire management, okay, initial torque, acceleration sensitivity. I could go 30. Braking sensitivity. Yeah, braking sensitivity. I don't want to make it too sensitive so I don't lose the back end as much. I think I'm going to... Well, let's keep this as it is, like this. I just need to figure out how to drive this thing first. So 30-30. It was 30-30, 20-20, because usually you go all the way to the max. That's kind of... Sorry, 50-30, excuse me. 50-30, it was 6, this was 8. By the way, if you're looking for setups, you can go right there. If you're just trying to find something for your car, you can go here. We got like a lot of setups that were used before, especially like for the Viper, like the 4C. It was the Audi. It was like there were actually a lot of these different setups. I think that was someone shared this one. It was actually a really good one, but it's like. Depends on what options do you have. I think most of these options we had, and most of these cars we had. So it's usually like you're going to the extremes with all of this. And Vadim, hi there, and Voyen, hi, and Nate, and Marcus, and everyone else. Will the same setup work for the 650S? I think the same principles will work for the 650S, but you have to think that the 650S won't really spin as much, so you can potentially go higher on the initial torque, even though I don't really like it. I'm not like a huge fan of the high initial torque, but you will see that most of The other players will use this at 60, which for me it's like too much. So you have to be like very, very precise on your accelerator. Like this, you can just put the power down, no one cares. I use the ABS at default. Yes. Default it is. And on top of that, my online course is at 40% discount. So if you want to check that out, the link is down in the description. So yeah. To edit my videos, I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro. So like I'm using the whole Adobe package. Just let's put it like this: Photoshop, Illustrator. I did use After Effects for some things like animations and all that stuff, but Premiere Pro. I mostly use Premiere Pro. And Jason, thank you very much for that very early donation. But now, guys, I think it's time to race. So braking sensitivity, I need to get quick. So let's get quick. I guess let's get quick in 20 minutes. Is that going to work? I don't know. But I was like experimenting with the setup a little bit. The back end was like fairly loose. I just couldn't get it under control. But now I got like 30 minutes. I know this track. I really do. I mean, it's mostly about the straights and the acceleration out of some corners. And I think my car is fairly competitive, even though the Viper is just going to be a complete beast here. An afternoon flash. Oh. Yeah, it slides, but okay. I might want to work on my braking sensitivity. I think that's going to be okay. Because I really don't want this car to slide too much. I want it to slide, of course, but you don't want to slide it too much. You don't want to lose the tires, which I think are the most important, or is the most important element of this race. Or, I mean, having a good car is also a very important aspect of this race and game, so, yeah. So let's go quick. Grovers, I think it's coach. But I could have a look. But it's also down in the description. No, you see this? Yeah, I gotta fix this. It is coach. Okay. See this, maybe I'm going to be able to do it like this. I think I just need brake and bias. Casual driver, hi. Yeah, I might just need negative brake and bias. Still. Did I prepare for this? Well, to be fair with you, none really. I knew that the setup is something that can be fixed. And I know most of this is just slipstream. I'll get there. I think I'll go back to the old setup. The thing is that I really don't want to lose too much. Viper, and a Citroen, and then a Viper. Okay, it's a Viper fest again. What did I have here? Something that was actually stable. This was my setup 6 and 8 to 2020. 50-30, that was it. And yeah, the frequency. I could have changed the frequency, so that probably changed the whole story here. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. $15. Okay, let's try this. I think that was Luke's setup. Yeah, 6 and 8, 2020, 50-30. Okay. Yeah, let's have a look at this. For the stability. 2 tenths. Okay. I thought it was not going to be too much, Palston. I would, you know what, even on this track, I would be really surprised that it was more. The Porsche's front tires are better than the Vipers. Vipers suffers from a lot of understeer, like a lot of understeer. I think I shared the link before, didn't I? So if you, or just if you go down in the description, there is a link to the website. You just click on setups. And I think there are like a couple of Viper setups. But yeah, as Callister mentioned, you probably won't make that much of a difference with it. Oh, okay, this is stable. Acceleration. Yeah, I'm going to drop that. Yeah, I just want to get stability. Because either way, it's going to be a slipstream fest, and who knows what might happen loading it. What's the... Okay, 25 more minutes. Let's do a couple of laps then. This is the problem for this car. Tiny problem. Not too much. I think I need to change the acceleration sensitivity a little, but apart from that, I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, but also the wind is changing. Is the wind changing? Let's see. I think it was 2.4. It was 2.4. Yeah, let's change the acceleration sensitivity. I don't think it causes too much understeer. Not more than it really should with this car. So, braking sensitivity. Okay, there isn't really much to do, to be honest with you. I could say I could say that there is a lot in the setup, but there just isn't. Maybe for tire saving, like the differential setup for tire saving, so the rear tires don't spin as much. There are setups, yep. And hello, Chris. Even with zero, okay. Stability is the way to go. I'm just wondering how the BMWs will do here. Actually, they got the Z4, don't they? So they will also be good. Why did I lose that much time there? But I think the ones that are driving the Viper are just going to be so much faster and like basically separate from the rest of the group. Changed again. But I really don't understand how I'm that far off the pace. There must be something that I'm missing here. Yeah. Online courses on the website. Well, I think the most important part will start to be, or will be, to start on the hards. And then, you know, do a very long stint or a longer stint on the mediums. Depends on the car. And if someone has a faster car and can pull away and save the tires at the same time, that's going to be good for them. But yeah, I mean, 27s. Like what? Set up from Calster. Okay. I don't know. What did Calster say? Is that the one? 5? Oh. Thank you very much, Rob. I don't think he shared it, did he? Wait a second. No, that's a setup for a different car. I'm pretty sure that was for a different car. Okay. You know what? Let's go sign up for the race. Got the DD Plus and the Endurance GT3 wheel. Looking for base settings. Still relevant. Yeah, I still use those settings. Was it Zlatko? I still use those. Just let me check if I got the hard tires. Let me check the oil and all of that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if that's... Calster, what was your setup? If you don't mind sharing. That's probably all going to be okay. I mean, I don't have much time to check it out, but I think the old setup that I used was okay. And it seems like a lot of players are using the Lambo. Not sure if he's going to say. Let's see. Let's go into this one. There we go. So it was, I used 6.8. That was 2020. $50, $30. That was 5, 7, 35. Or 30. 35. Saint Constantine, 6, 9, 20, 20, 50, 50, 560, 560. 560. 40. 60 on next one. I'm going to do this because I got used to this. And thank you, Grovers. Thank you very much. Let's go. Maybe under the controller that it's like easier to catch slides. I mean, it is because it's like a change in direction. But it's more difficult to make subtle corrections. Okay, let's see. And by the way, the most important news. The most important one. DLC is coming out on 4th of December. Plus Spec 3. So it's going to be a very busy next Thursday. I think I'm just going to be all in, like from morning to evening to everything, I guess. But you know what? I'm going to start on the hard. And when everyone else pits, I'm going to pit as well. That's my strategy. Consider, how did you manage to do 26.2 with this thing? I mean, that's a big difference. Yeah. Expect 3 next week. .855, but this is still slow. Let me check if everything is fine. And it most likely is. Yeah, it is. That is fine. We'll be on 6.9. You know what? Most likely it's going to be Gas Marina with the new formula. I would really love to see the new Ferrari on that track, but we'll see. We'll see. Either way, I think it's going to be a good up. Jose, thank you very much for that. Appreciate the donation, man. Thank you. Oh, okay. Now I'm losing it. And Steve, hi there. Thank you again, Jose. I think 6.8. Yeah, let's go with 6 and 8. I mean, there will definitely be a new Polestar, a new time trial, but I'm just not sure what the other time trial will be, because usually when there is like a big event, they usually, or a big update, they usually have like 2 cars that they want to feature in the time trials. minutes to go. Well, actually, Rapid, that's smart, isn't it? Practice the hearts for the race. Either way, it's going to be a slipstream fest, so I'll have to brake a lot sooner than usual. I mean, I know this race, and it's always a mess. 27. I don't know what's this. Hello to Gotham City. Let's see. Yeah, because like these are 25s. Okay, Calster is the fastest Porsche here. 0.3. What am I missing here? It looks like I'll find out in the next race. It's only, what, 6 tenths slower. So the hearts are, well, not going to be that much of a disadvantage. They will be, but not that much. Yeah, I mean, that was some kind of a error. 10,000 people. I mean, it didn't even show in the views, so it must have been something with YouTube. Not even bots, I think it was just a bug. How am I that quick on the hearts? Not quick, there's always someone that is going to push a little bit more. But like, okay, I don't get it. I was 2 tenths up. So theoretically, the hearts are only what? Half a second slower? They should be slower. Yeah, I mean, it's very nice to see 10,000, even 1,000, but it's not realistic. Yeah. So the idea is, there is really no idea. You need to work with someone. You need to stay on the mediums as long as possible, but you need to start on the hards, because everyone will be in the slipstream train, and if you can't get away, if you cannot pull away from the rest of the field, you're done. So starting on the hards and working with someone, not losing time. That's the thing. So yeah, it's... I would say that probably isn't worth going on the mediums in the first one. Half a second slower. Okay. Then it really doesn't make sense. Yeah, I really don't think that it makes sense. Yeah, definitely qualifying on the mediums, races on the hards. Okay, Calster. Now I will see if I'm really slow or there was something. Zal, Rossetti. Oh, okay. That's going to be a tough one. Couch driver, nice to see you. How's the couch doing? Considering the rego, or you're just sticking to the plan? I mean, but thank you for 12 months, man. Thank you. Still on the couch after reaching that high level. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm basically just gonna follow whoever pits. The tire wear is times 7, so it's going to be quite noticeable. Times 7 is a lot. Thank you. Even though in this lobby with my car I don't really expect to get anything, but I thought that the Porsche will be like fairly good. It might be, but I also think that it's going to have a hard time just overtaking someone. Let's see. Oh, look at the tire wear already. Oh yeah. It's going to be about saving tires as well. So saving tires, penalties, and a lot of luck. Let's begin. Now I'll get a penalty. No? Either way, it wasn't much of a lap, was it? Look at where he is. Look at the tires. Terrible. Let's see what the WRX can do. Gallo is on a pole with a beetle. I just don't have the pace for this thing. I mean, see, neither does Kalstra, but... Oh, man. Well, at least it's 26, but... No, just... What did Kalstra do? Okay, he improved. Yeah. Let's do the hards. I literally qualified last. Wow. So the Beetle did it 26.2. No. The Beetle is okay. Everything is fine with that. But I'm amazed by how bad some of these cars actually are. Well, you know that it's bad for the NSX when he qualifies in 11th place. I'm not saying anything, but that's like bad. Yeah, I mean, it's a very, very strong lobby, but like, looking at some of these cars and how different they actually are. And yeah, no Viper. Well, it seems like the Porsche is the worst than the Beetle. But I guess we'll just do this race and I don't know what. This is actually pretty bad when you think about it. Hello, Ish. Why no Viper? Because I guess no one in this lobby really chose the Viper. Change that mindset. I love that. I mean, I love the encouraging messages, but you simply have to be realistic. Because when you see who's in front of you and thinking that you can overtake the whole field, no, not really. If they all crash, then yes, but I don't really think they will. Could I potentially get a few places? I could. It's basically a slipstream battle here. but I don't know if I'm disappointed because I just can't get a good lap with this car, or just because I performed really bad in my lap. I don't even know. Something in between. And okay. I guess now we will see what's realistic. Fire saving. I really don't want to lose them straight away. I don't think I will, but you know what? The optimistic thing here is it can't be worse than this. Can it? Like in some of the corners, my car is really good, but now when we're getting onto the straight, it just pull away. Yeah, but I don't want to crash into someone. That's why I'm not braking that late. Look at this. I don't know how Calster is managing this. Maybe I should more go on the aggressive side of the setup. Oh. Well, after 3 laps, there is only 5 seconds away, or I'm 5 seconds away from the lead. Actually, 4.8. shouldn't go that way. Come on. Going wide. Whoa. He really is on the limit. I mean, everyone is on the limit here. Come on, go car, go. But as much as I'm trying, it just, I don't know. Bit it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I should have ran slightly more aggressive settings in the LSD. I have a feeling like the car is too stable. Losing a lot of time on the way out of corners. Oh man, what's that? Oh. I think it's kicking off in the front. No! Now I lost it though. I guess it's going to be survival mode now. Yeah, not less though. Deep forest could be high. Medium. Okay, now I'm back to being last. It's already 1.5. He has a half a second penalty, but I don't think that's going to matter much. Two Porsches, B15, B16. I thought, you know what, I thought that this car would be like semi-competitive. You know, potentially could do something, not the worst, not the best, not like this. Really not like this. Oh no, too many cars. Might just let him by because he's got better tires now. Look at that mess in front. And Marty with another penalty. Yellow. What's that? Lewis. He's on the hearts, isn't he? He's got better tires. Second penalty. He's going to serve that penalty. I'll probably get that place now. Marty again with another penalty right there. Honestly, guys, this is painfully slow, really. Is he really going to overtake me without slipstream? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that my connection? My stream is fine. Probably get a penalty for that. I mean, really, who cares? Because it's for P15, P16. But I don't know. It's just a lack of pace with this car in like every area. It has good acceleration though. But in this race, being 15 seconds away from the lead. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, I chose this car because I thought it would be good on some tracks. It was okay. Let's say, for example, it was okay on Spa in those dynamic conditions. It was okay in the Red Bull Ring. Unfortunately, in the second race, I just couldn't use it. But okay, these three guys were like in their league, like battling for P1. But just having a car that it's that slow for the entire race, I don't know where I could honestly find that time. I don't think it's in the setup. I don't think I can find, what, 1 second per lap. Well, yeah, the positive thing, I didn't lose any positions. Yeah. Yeah, M6 somehow. I don't know how. He should have went with the Z4, but... It was a bad pick, yeah. Tell me about it. Maybe it's also the style of driving. I'm not going to say that it's a bad car. Maybe someone can drive this car in a better way. But, I mean, what Karlstedt did in the qualifying was actually pretty good. I know he could probably do a little bit better in the qualifying. But I'm doing a 0.8 here. I know it can be better. If I get the best, like the best of the best qualifying laps, I could maybe get up to like this, 0.3, 0.4. And even with this, it would still be, let's say, a 0.5, 0.6 in the qualifying. And I would still start in, let's say, 13th, 14th, or 15th place. It just doesn't have the speed on the straight. It just doesn't, which is annoying. I mean, I can have a look at the replay just to see what happened with the other guys, but honestly, guys, I just don't know if I'm going to go again because it's slow. Take the Corvette. I mean, this is the manufacturer's cup, so I can't take a different car. Yeah. But this, wait a second. This. This stuff. See this? I am in the slipstream, by the way. He is not. And it takes forever for me to pull away. He almost has the same speed here. And he's not in the slipstream. Okay, he left it there. I don't know how Carlston is managing. He had better tires because he pitted later. He's burning more fuel than me. Yeah, even this group right here. Oh, this was really, really bad lag there. Well, to be fair with you, I can't just blame the car. I can even blame myself for not having that much pace. But just looking at how slow the car is, it's just slow. Yeah, maybe in a daily race, if you qualify fairly high, it could potentially work because of the tires. But I mean, I can even compare the tires to the ones that pitted. The ones that pitted when I pitted. Let's say these are my tires. And not even the tires are fine. And also for the Beetle, I think this is the only race where he really had it. So where he actually qualified, I mean, he qualified in pole position. But in other races, this car was absolutely awful. Like, it was awful. Not even drivable. Which is quite unfortunate. But let's have a look at the top speed. This car is insane. He couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. This car just has insane straight line speed. Yeah, what happened there? Aha. That's why he got a penalty. I mean, even Hizal doing his magic in the WRX. Amazing. And you know, I'm just going to say, you know how bad it is when the Cosetti is in 8th place here? No, in the Manufacturer's Cup, you have to pick one manufacturer and drive it for the whole season. That's kind of the point of the manufacturer's cup. It's a different format. Like in Nations, you can pick any car, or if they already have like pre-selected cars, you can take one of those. Yeah, 4GT, I think it's much faster on the straight. No, he can't. Oh. Let's see how this is going to go. 4GT doesn't really have the acceleration. It has like okay acceleration. It's going to be okay. Let's see the top speed. I'm just wondering what will happen when he pulls out of the slipstream. Is he even going to do that? No, because he can't do that. Yeah, some of the cars are just so weird. They have so much straight line speed, and you can't even overtake them on the straight because it's impossible. I don't even know how he did that many overtakes. When did he even do it? Okay, that was because of the yellow flag. And that was because of the penalty. So, realistically, he hasn't done a single overtake in this whole race. And this guy is insanely quick. I mean, so are the other guys, but... No, you just need speed. Let's see. You need top speed here. He's in the slip. Okay, he lifted now. But... Yeah, top speed is everything. By the way, what happened to Antonio? Didn't he qualify fairly well? Oh. Strange. What happened there? Oh, nothing, just going wide. Oh. I guess Lexus things. Thank you, Bugs. Thank you. So for these manufacturers, the BMW. If you ask me, the BMW was the best. Actually, the Citroen was quite good as well. But the BMW, like for example, for some of the races, where usually the BMW dominates tracks like Spa, you could use the M6, definitely. Use the M6. Then on other tracks, where you can use a different car, use the Z4, for example, like on this one. So you can pick the car. Like you have a couple of different options that you can pick from. But if you let's say take, I don't know, you take the Honda. You only have one car. And yeah, Citroen, Group 4 Citroen is a beast. That's a beast. It's OP. Exactly. Not even this Lexus was good. I mean, he's a really, really quick driver, but I think he was only... I think he won the Spa race because of the conditions. No, it's the pace. Yeah, it's just... You should stick to one car each round. Yeah, I mean, there should be like only one option. It's just creates this completely unequal field. I don't know. We can check. We can actually check the leaderboards. But I really don't know if I even want to go again. Because I know it's going to be another frustrating race. And yeah. Wipers. But when you're looking at the whole points rankings, somehow I'm 82nd in the region. But the regional, it's the Citroen actually, Jack with an AMG, Calster with a Porsche. He did really well actually. But Moreno with a BMW. Like, look at the points of these BMWs. Like, for example, Lewis. I think Lewis didn't really get the best possible results in the last couple of rounds because incidents and that kind of stuff. But yeah, even Lexus Antonio. I mean, who can perform always performs, no matter what. And Jag, Citroen, Gazal, 442 points. Toyota, somehow. Nissan, okay. Oh, man, I don't know. Well, I looked at the previous results. Yeah, I looked at the previous results of the races that we had right there, and I said, you know what? Group 4 seems to be an okay one. For Spa, it will have to rain. It did rain. In my first race, I did fairly well. In the second race, I finished like last, 15th, 14th, or whatever. Then it was Interlagos, disaster of a race. I'm not even going to go to that. My car actually had the pace, but it started in first gear. I lost the slipstream immediately. It was done. Red Bull rank, that was a fairly good one. The car had the pace because in those kind of mixed conditions. In the second race, unfortunately, I just thought everyone was on the wets and I didn't really put a lot of effort into fighting anyone. And I finished like, what, 9th, 10th? In the field day, this was a good result for Group 4. Like, the car had like okay pace. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. It could perform. It was okay. The car was okay. Deep Forest now, I don't know. It was just bad. Nothing else to say here. It was just bad. Yeah, BOP applied medium. Ah, guys, I don't know. I just have a feeling like I want to take the Saturday night off. But this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Yeah, of course. If I took all of the right points and finished in, let's say, slot 1, I would have, yeah, I probably would have finished much higher, but I don't think that's the point. It's an exhibition series, so I think the point is like to race. Look at this. It will be a very nice update. It will be a very nice update. Few more days, guys. I was saying one more shot. I'm just going to get frustrated with that one more shot because I just don't have the speed out of the corners. That's the problem. I don't have the straight line speed. I don't have the speed out of the corners. In the middle section, the car is fine. Like, it works. It can perform. Not saying anything. It's decent. But as soon as you hit the straight, it's done. be more aggressive. I wish I could be more aggressive. Give me 15 minutes. Let me try to play over the setup a little bit. Maybe I can find a car that is more aggressive. If I don't find it, then even if I find it, I need half a second. What am I even trying to get? I can't get a solid qualifier. Yep. I wish I could. I wish I could. Okay, let's do this 15. Let's go to 20. I'll do a few laps. I do have websites on the web. I have websites on the web. I have setups on the web. You're getting cooked on the straight. Well, that's what I'm saying. But I just want to try something different. But I don't think it's really going to matter much. Even if I, for example, even if I get half a second as Carlstead did, half a second, I'm still going to start in 13th place. And I just don't have the speed on the straight. You know, you can defend like a madman. But I don't know. I don't want to blame the car. I kind of want to blame myself for doing this, but at the same time, it's just low. Careful here, different setup. If I used +4, I can just show you. Then tell me what the setup is. Tell me what's the setup where I can gain half a second. No, actually I need more than that. I need like 7/10. Now you have to up shit. Well, I don't want to argue, but if you're saying that the setup is bad, then give me the settings, and I'll see what I can do. Front and rear is 8. I'm actually going to try that, but I'm not going to use +4 because that's... to lock the front. But yeah. Hutch! It's going. Yeah, but the point is, yeah. The point is not to make it more stable. I mean, it definitely should be stable. If it's too stable, then you're just not getting the rotation in the middle section. I think even the base setup is okay. Won't give you much, but... But it's okay, okay. Yeah, I'm still P15 with this. It's just... Yo, it's just, I feel like it's on the limit, but I'm still missing, what, 3/10, 4/10 actually, to qualify in the top 10. Which is not even a good result. It's like a result. With +1 it should, yeah. +1 it should. Just to see where this is. This is still like a... No, if it was an absolutely perfect lap, it would be something close to what Kalster did. Where is Kalster now? Yeah, here. Yeah. You're saying 80% stiffer on the rear. %80 stiffer. I mean, okay, the hairpin can make like a tent. Business and expansion bonus switch to setup. 47-48. Yeah, Nitro would solve my problems. Absolutely. Wait a second. You're talking about the compression or the expansion? $45 each. I can't go to 45. It's the... But this only goes to 40. I mean, okay, 45. I'll try 45. Like, I'll try 45. I really don't know. Because I train minimum maximum settings. That was kind of on the maximum side. This is going to make the car difficult to drive. But no, the thing is that I can't make the compression 40. Like, I can make the compression 40. I can't make it 45. Yeah, lose weight. Oh well. Let's give it a shot. I said I'm going to do like 15-20 minutes. I already did it. penalty. Oh. What's the default setup? Something like a 6-6. Let's try this. Just focus on taking pole. That's a good strategy. It's always the strategy. Well, let's see what Kauster did. He did 6 and 9. Well, honestly, I can't feel the difference when I'm adjusting the suspension. The LSD makes a difference, but all of this jet fuel, nitrous, and then call upon pole position. Then I can do it. I really don't know why people use 60. Rotation. You have to be insanely precise to use 60 on the acceleration sensitivity. Back. Back is loose. Oh. No, it can't beat it. Like if you put the acceleration to 60, the rear wheels will start to like spin and almost immediately. Let's maybe that's the key. Maybe it's not. To be fair with you, I barely felt any kind of difference. From my setup, your setup, Hollister's setup. Maybe like if I change the anti-roll bars, like to the extreme, something very, very extreme, like 9-9 or whatever, then then the car would definitely rotate more, but it would be very, very unstable. So I think anti-roll bars make a difference. Damping ratio, like compression and expansion for me, I don't think it really did much. And yeah, definitely LSD settings make a difference. That will be better. Now the rears, you can see the rear is like high. Now I think it's too loose. Yeah, I'm trying to kind of power slide out of turns, but I don't... 50-50. Yeah, it could work. These four, for me, they made absolutely no difference. I could potentially run like 6-8, but really nothing. The one that I would actually like to change is the braking sensitivity. Let's go with +5 more. This didn't do anything. Let's try to spin it. I'm gonna trade 5 and 60. I'm not sure if anyone can really tell the difference. Maybe, but not with this car. Definitely not in second. Could I make it more stable? Maybe. To be fair with you, I have no idea. I think the setup is fine. I don't think there is anything wrong with the setup. Maybe I can do like 5, 10. 30 was okay. Let's go back to 30. Yeah. I mean, I'm changing too many things at the same time, which is like the worst thing ever. You want to change one thing at a time, test it for like 10, 15 laps and see how it goes. But I still need 4 tenths. Doesn't work. Okay. Penalty as well. Let's pick up another one. Mislim, trebao bi biti puno stabilni sa -5. I tried +5. I mean, I tried +5 when I first loaded this. It was terrible. And I was wondering, why am I getting that much rotation? Then I looked like, okay, braking bias. somehow have a feeling like it's all the same. Does it really change that much? I don't think so. Maybe like this. No, it's slow. How it's slower? How is that slower? Yeah, braking bias doesn't matter. Braking bias is maybe like a 10. Maybe. Maybe, again. Let's try and bust. That was okay. Better. Yikes. It's always the same. I still need a lot more time than this. Whoa. No. I don't know, honestly, if I should really go again. Where is this on the leaderboards, by the way? I improved. I'm in the top 100 now, but it's still... Yeah, I guess this is it. I mean, I could change something. Braking. Decelerating or not accelerating? It's been a while since I actually tuned the cars in Gran Turismo. And always it's about increasing or decreasing the acceleration sensitivity and braking sensitivity. Don't make the other make the car unstable when the accelerator is released. Do I want to make it? 60. I'm just trying something. Yeah. No pressure, but go again. I don't know what I want. I want like something in between. I won a 3.6. Not great, not terrible. Thank you for the support, guys, on this amazing journey of finding out what doesn't work. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be good, but it's just wrong in every way. Early. Yeah, 5 was. But when I change a setting, I have a feeling like nothing really changes. Like I can feel some minor things, but it's mostly the same. I mean, yeah, we got 17 minutes. I'll go again. Why not? Just to feel the pain again. No, when it comes to lap time, it's just, you know, losing the back end. But if you have the feeling of the car and it's predictable, you can manage it. So nothing serious will eventually happen. That's why it's so hard to find like the right setup, because you just don't know. I think I'll go back to the old one. Yeah. I have a feeling like now I'm losing the car in the middle of the corner, which is not good, and I don't have the acceleration, so I really have nothing. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go 15. What was it? 5? 5.7. It was 7. 5.7. This was 35. Let's try this. 6.9. Let's take a screenshot. I think you just need like a qualifying setup and making it work. That's Gran Turismo, it's not like iRacing. Three, two, one. Yep. Now it's understeering a lot. Maybe I got under the power early. I know. You know what? Let's go sign up for the race. So whatever happens, happens. Calster, you're saying Calster did a video. You know what? Now I can have a look at that video. What do you think about Project Motor Racing? Well, I have a feeling like I really don't have to think too much about it. Braking sensitivity isn't braking sensitivity only going to go into effect when I brake? It's going to cause the understeer when I brake. When decelerating or not accelerating. So it won't have the effect when I'm accelerating. I was talking about the acceleration understeer. This one. But you know what? Let's not change anything. Let's just jump into the race. How different can it actually be? And now when nothing changes. Let's see. Bad. Not that bad, but rocket fuel is better. Guys, thank you for the help. But I have to say, I had so many comments today. Like, no one ever gave me the same settings. It was always the settings. They were a lot different. And honestly, I don't really think that they can do much. So everyone has their own personal preference and what they like, but it's not necessarily going to make the car go quicker. You just have to find that sweet spot of something that works. Trying something could maybe work, but I guess someone's saying go 535 and what, 30. Now I get 10, 15, 10. These settings are very, very different one to another, and I really don't think that makes that much of a difference, unfortunately. Well, no, 5.7, what it was, 30. Yeah, jet fuel, definitely, you know what? Jet fuel, help. Nitrous would help. Soft tires could help. I mean, I tried all of the setups today, and the difference was 2/10. So, it's highly unlikely that, you know, even if you get the perfect setup, it's going to make a difference that it's going to be bigger than 2/3 potentially. And all of it is here. Like, all of it is here, and just you need to go on the perfect racing line. If you're not on that racing line, you're done. Doesn't matter what kind of setup you have, but if you don't have the top speed, cut the wing on the straight, use DRS, and that kind of stuff would definitely help. I have, you know what? I just have a feeling like for this race and with these settings, okay, the LSD will make the difference, but only if you know how to accelerate. So if you're not accelerating in a good way and saying, okay, I changed my setup and my lap time did improve, okay, but it was probably something else. It was not the setup. Maybe the confidence improved. Maybe you got here on the curb. You didn't realize that you were on the curb because the curb gives you some very nice rotation out of the corner. I mean, there are so many things here that just need to be addressed, but most of them, I have a feeling like this setup thing was supposed to like equalize cars. Nah, it didn't really do much, honestly. We need aero. Now it's like a lot of understeer. Use the Viper livery and gain like 10 horsepower. Can you explain rotation? Yeah. So basically when you're going into the corner, the car should rotate around its Z axis. So X, Y, and Z, like rotation. So it's like going into the corner. Oh, maybe that's the reason why. Going into the corner, you want to go. You don't want to turn. It's not like this. You want to. When you downshift, for example, the car should do like this. Instead of going in a turn and then starts turning in with the front wheels. So you slightly want to have, or you know what, you want to have a loose back end. So the car is rotating or it's turning with the rear wheels, not the front wheels. Think of it as like driving on ice and when you lose the back end of the car. That's rotation. And losing grip at the same time. Another delivery. Wait. I didn't see this. What's going on in the chat? You must be consistent before tuning helps. Yep. I can polish it. Okay. Now this makes, yeah, anti-roll bars make the whole difference. I think anti-roll bars, maybe LSD damping. I don't think damping really does much. At least not on this car. It would do something for you. I'm not saying anything. Okay, anti-roll bars. Anti-roll bars. I mean, I'll do this race, so whatever happens, happens. And Grey Rock. Thank you for 6 months. And Simon is here as well. I guess everyone loves Deep Forest. Except from my car. This could be okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's kind of it. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Pozdrav, Dani. Oh, yeah. Let's have a look. Another 30 minutes of pain. What are the points? 418 points. And Coco Lopez in a Viper, so he will most likely win this. I would be surprised that he doesn't win this. Okay, we got another Porsche. We got another Porsche. Mata is here as well. We got another Porsche, come on. Where is Kalster? Kalster is going again. All right. By the way, what is this setup? I didn't even change it. Either on the hairpin, but then I can compromise my exit. It really depends on how well you can get on the power. I mean, the goal is to beat the Porsches. Beat the Porsches, just beat the Porsches. Oh. 360p connection. You know what? If I don't finish last, it's already an improvement. I mean, it is. I'm feeling like the other Porsche will finish last. Maybe he won't. If he doesn't, then I have a problem. Slot 2. Okay, the goal is not being last. I can do that. Maybe. Not great, not terrible. Mostly just bad. That wasn't great. I could brake later. I thought because of the tires I couldn't brake later, but I can brake later. Oh, it's an improvement. Yeah, I got one more. I am not last. Yet. The other Porsche out-qualified me. It's my setup, come on. Lewis. Ooh, catch me. Okay. Callister is my... He's my target. Not a target that I'm going to target him the first time, but I might. Okay, you know what? Where's the other 911 in 14th place? 2.5 tenths away from him. Okay. As usual, 3.6. Not great, not terrible. Yeah, this is kind of a mix between the first and the second split. But yeah, I mean, it was actually like a okay lap. And the Viper in 12th. Either way, he will be able to overtake Mata. You know. Well, let's just have a good time. Yeah. So, by the way, what was the pole position in the previous one? Like a 0.1, 0.2? Mata. Well, the goal was not to finish last. I did the first third of the job. Then I just need to do a little bit more and avoid stuff. Let's go. 26.2. So it isn't really that much different, is it? That's good. Well done on that second one. I would love to finish second here. That guy in P1 has a lot of potential to do something one day. I can tell you that. Positive thoughts. Just positive thoughts. Racing hard tires. And I'm pretty sure that someone at the back forgot to change the tires, so they will be like quick. Let's try to survive, honestly. Let's end this. How is he so quick? Now I'm going to fence him. I think the most important part is stay with the group. If I can, of course. How is he so quick? I can't defend this. Like, I didn't touch him. Gotta have a second. Oh, it just feels like a lot of lag, unfortunately. Yeah, the wiper just went. Look at this now. Some of the mediums. Look at them now. I don't have the top speed. I can't even defend. Maybe I can defend like this. Losing them, he's going to try again. I'll get a penalty for this. Can't. It's just... Really, no top speed. Oh, they're probably working together. Maybe they're not. I guess we'll find out later. Yeah, you gotta push a little bit. We gotta work together, but because we're going to finish last. And now, of course. Bomb draft him. No. No, you can't. Like, just by doing this, we were losing like a second per lap, and there isn't really much that you can do. Just, I'm basically a sitting duck in the Porsche on the straight. NSX for the official season. No. I guess we will see. I mean, bomb drafting is the only way that you can do something in this race. If you're not bomb drafting, you're nowhere. Maybe two Porsches can work together. see this. This is why bomb drafting works here. Purple. But the group is already too far away, and it's just... That's okay, I guess. I mean, I knew that something like that would happen, so... I wanted to see what I can do. And I mean, he's quick. Like, he's doing it. He's pulling it off. Look, we're getting closer to them. Just by not fighting all the time. Look at this. He's full of adrenaline. I gotta start looking at the chat. Let's go, let's go. Now look at the gap to P15. 2.3 seconds and he has better tires. This is why we will need to work together. Sorry. The worst moment possible. I don't want to lose him. Might even catch the group in front. One more dive and we got them. But, and it's already too late. Well, I'll try. It's a half a second penalty. And I think I even have the slipstream from Coke now. He will send it. Whoa. Come on, really? Really? Yeah, like for 12th. I want to see it, but like that was not necessary. And you know what? At least I didn't finish last. That was good. And Calstre somehow managed to finish 7th, which is an amazing achievement. But you just saw what happened. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I had that one penalty, but that was it. This car is just, wow. It's terrible. It's terrible. I just want to see that move. Yeah, I went for it. I mean, it's okay if you can make the car stop. Let's have a look at the battle here. If it was even a battle. So I can't say that it was. It was a send. Probably could have left a little bit more space there because he started understeering, but at the same time, he went for it. So I don't know. I don't think we have to discuss it that much. Unfortunately, Lewis got a penalty there. Let's see this. Yeah. Well, with all of those guys, like here, it was clean, but they were all separated in this one group, and then the rest of us were like in this second big group. This is how it usually goes here. I mean, from my point of view, from his point of view, look at the understeer now. If there wasn't contact, he would have ended more to the right. But it was not like a really, really bad move. It was just something that I did not expect from this distance. Maybe I should. You're never going to stop the car and make it. So I had to leave the space. And then when I tried to get on my line, yeah, I don't think this would even be a penalty. I think it would be okay with the stewards. We're just not expecting this from that far off. Okay, maybe I turned in. I just tried to avoid the marbles. He was already there. Yeah, he was already in front, so we could say that he was, or he was entitled to that space. But that, look at the angle of his car and where he's going. Yeah. Either way. It didn't change much, did it? I don't even know how Calster did it here. I guess he had a slightly cleaner part of the race. Yeah, no, none of those moves. Yeah, I mean, I lost it. I lost it here. I lost it immediately. He started attacking. Look at the acceleration difference. I had to defend. And look at the next corner. Yeah, immediately going for it. Okay, I mean, that's a clean move. Nothing against it, but we're just losing time here. Yeah, you just can't defend it. And this is where we already lost the group. Second penalty. He got through. Koke got through. And now this. Look at this now. Look at the difference. He had a penalty. He was right behind me, gaining. The Viper is pulling away. And he's still gaining. Like, how is that even possible? Anything but flying. Well, you did well, considering the car and Elam. How can you defend this? And even this. Look. Just look at the difference. And yeah, with all of those moves, they were just losing time. It's kind of my bad. No, you need a car with really good top speed, and even this. I'm in the slipstream. He's not. He sends it. Oh, it's a send. It worked. Did it actually work? It did work. Yeah. This is where I got the penalty. Oh yeah. And then serving a penalty. Nothing missing it completely. No, I mean, with all of that fighting, it won't work. And fitting. We started working together. And what happened here? Disconnect. Yeah, I think this was a disconnect. Yeah. But we slowly pulled away. But we did. And he had better tires. GP2 engine. I mean, expectations are not high. That's all I have to say. And in the end, I don't know if I'm glad that I did this. I think there was something left in this car, but if you don't have the top speed, you're not really getting anywhere. So I think with this, I'm going to call it a day, guys. But I just have to thank you for the support and for the likes and for everything as usual. It wasn't a great day, was it? Yeah, it kind of wasn't a great day, but still, really appreciate the support. I really do. And I guess next week is going to be very, very special. Next week, it's going to be good. We have, wait a second. These are, if you don't know already, you probably know already. You probably know everything about it. But just let me show you. Let me show you really, really quick. Bam. These are the cars that we will get in the Spec 3 update. And Kaz shared this footage, and it seems like to be okay. We know about the Ferrari. This is the new Ferrari. Panda. I get the new Formula car, the Skyline, the FTO. I wanted to say the GTO, but it's the FTO. Polestar 5 and Renault. Imagine that car with an additional engine swap. And I'm not sure what would be the engine swap to this car, but it's just such a unique car. It's such an amazing car. Oh man, this is going to be good. And like all of this stuff, amazing. I really hope that it's going to be a good update. Hopefully no bugs. You know what? I would love to drive the Panda. That's something that I would love to try. Try to drive. And I think it would be interesting. Will they have to update the BOP in the new Ferrari? I think they did the testing. I'm not exactly sure, but I have a feeling like a lot of things would change. A lot of things will change. Hopefully for the better. But even if it's for the worse. So this is just my take. You can kind of let me know what you think about this. But from all of the sims, or from all of the sim releases that I've seen, I'm actually starting to appreciate GT more and more. Because we have such a big hype over something, and it's like a huge hype over Project Motor Racing. And it turns out to be such a waste of time. And overall, when I see something like that, okay, this is going to be free. Like the Spec 3 is free. It's free, no charge. And then the DLC will be paid. But just imagine that you spent like, what it was, 60 euros or almost 70 euros on Project Motor Racing. And the game sucks and you're never going to play it. I don't know. That's not good. But when you see something like this and it's coming for free in the game that it's already, I'm going to say that it's working. Don't kill me in the chat. It is working. Balance of performance is not the best. But it's working. People play it. And then there is a DLC that gives us like a lot more things to do. I'm just starting to appreciate GT more and more. Because I don't think any other game actually has something like this available. Yes. Trash game. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to trying these cars. It doesn't seem like they're going to change much, but I have a feeling like this is the last big update before Gran Turismo 8. But it's still, I mean, this is still like a big update. And this update is going to do well, in my opinion. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how all of this is going to work. But yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to try first. Like, if I'm going to try the time trials, if I'm going to try the DLC, if I'm going to... I don't even know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do everything. And hopefully I will be able to, you know, do it like straight from the morning. I think I will. E-Formula. Big cars, big cars, big cars. You know what? I'm looking forward to it. Maybe 20 cars in the lobby. That would be great. I believe that for I think there will be a change for PlayStation 5 users. And I remember in GT Sport when they did the lobbies with 24 players, like the top 24 in a region. Having something like that would be insane. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. But I guess we will see. It's on Thursday. Now we know. It will be released. And I'm going to be streaming like 8 hours a day for the next 5 days or something like that. Probably not. Probably need to make a video as well, but all in all, I think it's going to be amazing. I'm not going to overhype it like Project Motor Racing did with its title. Let's be realistic. 2030, even if it's 40, if it gives you, I think it's 20 new levels, 50 missions or 50 new events, a lot of new content. So overall, I think it's going to be worth it. Spec 3 is not available for PlayStation 4. No. Nažalost, gotovo je za danas. Gotovo je gotovo. Ali bit ću ponedjeljak. Yeah, all day. I guess there is going to be a lot of content to cover. The new events. I don't even know. I think there is going to be so much content that I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to like do it all in one day. So I'll have to like split it into a couple of different days. But oh man, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. So let's just see. Let's just wait. I'm expecting for the next 2 weeks or the next 2 Mondays. So the Monday of, what is it? The Monday of 8th and the Monday of 15th, we will have first, hopefully, just saying hopefully, we will get Yas Marina, and then it's going to be Gilles Villeneuve on the 15th. Because I'm actually going on a holiday from the 22nd, so unfortunately I won't be home. But I will really try to prepare the content for you guys and everything else. But now I have to go. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for doing all of these things. And watching me struggling in a Porsche, even though I tried. I tried to do my best, but it didn't really work. Yeah, F4 cars. You know what? That's probably going to change. I'm telling you. That's probably going to change. And then I'm going to pick an F4 car, and then it's not going to be competitive, and then the Porsche will be competitive. I'm dead lucky. You'll see. But overall, it looks like we just have to see. Guys, take care. See you next time, and hope you enjoy your evening. Well, actually, enjoy your evening. Enjoy your evening, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.